How y'all doing? Here I am with a video that I haven't really done a kind of video like this before, but I have for you 6 quick tips for college newbies like myself. I'm definitely a college newbie. So yeah, I don't know. I'll just get straight into it. Numero uno, definitely get familiar with your campus. This goes for those who are like living in dorms and off campus. I'm living off campus, and I definitely had to familiarize myself with where at the parking lots are for nearest to which buildings I'm having classes in, and if I want to, I'm such a thinker in a way where I'm like, do I want to park my car where my first class is, or do I want to park it near to my last class so that I could be closer to my car right after class? And that's how I think. So basically, definitely get familiar with the college campus, because I mapped out where my classes were, and then I realized I drive my car over, I'm like like on the little like paper map, and I'm like, I found the parking lot that's literally right next to the the building I needed, and that was one of the few lots on the campus that needs a permit to get to use. Not all of them, thankfully. We don't pay for parking and everything with my college, but I know that's a hassle too. So, but anyway, number 2, I would definitely say record all of your passwords. I have already had such a struggle, because there's like the my college website, and there's like this site, and then there's the learning website where all the stuff is posted. It's just, and then the college email that's specific to the college. It was so much, and at first I'm very like, I suck at making them different. I always use the same password for everything, but then for the past few months I've been switching it up, so that is where I have found a lot of errors. So even in my normal life, I usually record all my passwords. I usually like write it down in a notebook, but that's not always the best idea. I heard there is an app for it. Yeah. So I got interrupted, so I'm gonna start off where I left off recording last night. But yeah, so I was talking about that. And now, so number 3, make friends with your classmates. Definitely make friends with your classmates, mainly because, well, it's just easier, and it makes you, and it's not even for like the social aspect, that is a benefit, and that is awesome too, but if you ever miss a class, or you say you were late for whatever reason, and then you can have someone to text or talk to, see what you missed and stuff like that. And then if you ever have like, oh, I don't understand this on homework and stuff like that, you can always hit them up and be like, hey, are you struggling? If not, can you help me? And all that kind of thing. So that's cool. Number 4, always be prepared to take notes. Act as though every class you're going into is a lecture, even if it is not a lecture, even if it's a lab class, for instance, because I was running late because something. It was the day of the solar eclipse, so that was all types of craziness. And so I was running late, and I got there. I mean, I was running late, but I still was 5 minutes early, if that makes sense, or 2 or 3 minutes early. I can't remember, but I know I wasn't like past the time that the class started, because then I was the last person to arrive, so that's what made it awkward. Everyone was sitting at the seats already, and just sitting there, and so like I scanned really quick, so like, and because it's a lab class, they had the cubbies where you're supposed to put your backpack so that it's not like where lab stuff would happen. And so I'm like, okay, I see everybody else has their little textbook out, so I grabbed my textbook and out of my bag, and that's it. I should have grabbed my notebook, because I was like, oh, it's a lab class, like I'm not gonna need to. But lab is also through 3 hours long, so it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes, but it's basically 3 hours. And that was not fun when after she's going through the syllabus, because it was the first day of school, and she's going through the syllabus, and then all of a sudden I see people taking notes, and after like we get like the syllabus part, and then she all of a sudden goes into like a lab lecture, and I was like, what? I was like, what's happening? Oh my gosh, it was so awkward for me to sit there and not take notes. Like I didn't want to get up and like go, because I was just in an awkward situation getting up and going to get my notebook. And like I know a lot of you are like honestly, just get up and get your notebook, because I should have just done that, but I just felt awkward, so I didn't. And it was even more awkward because I was sitting at the very front, so then I would have like, if I was in the back I would have just done it. But anyway, yeah, like the whole lecture the teacher is like literally just eye contact with me no matter what, like unless she was like in the back side of the room, she was making direct eye contact with me. And so I just was like acting the most alert, acting like I'm not taking notes, but I promise I'm not stupid, I'm not gonna like bull crap. But yeah, so definitely always be ready for lecture notes. It's not fun. But yeah, so number 5 now, keep your student ID handy, easily accessible at all times. I don't know if you can get, at first I thought this was a really weird invent thing. I didn't really like the look of it. It's like a little silicone thingy you can sticker back to the back of your phone, and it holds like your ID cards or bank cards or whatever. And I was not for it because I just thought it looked kind of gross at first. But now I have one. I put it on the back of my case because I wasn't gonna mess up my phone. But you never know what you're doing. Like you could just be like trying to take care of your business, and then all of a sudden somebody's like, oh, I need to swipe your ID for this. What's your identification number, and yada yada. And it's like, then you just like, swoop, I got it. Oh, there you go. Instead of fumbling around in your backpack trying to look for it in your wallet and all that stuff. Just keep it handy. And then it's also good because it does not slip out of this little thingy. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna look it up later. And it doesn't just fall out. It won't just fall out and all of that. So that's really good. And it's also like, it keeps it from getting, so like if you put it in your back pocket, like it could get bent or something like that. So that's cool, really handy. But yeah, and then last but not least, I will say number 6 has got to be to get involved from the first day. Since I'm off campus, living off campus, I'm very get in, get out. I don't really care about anything else that's happening, but I'm trying to like not do that. So I'm definitely trying to just, if I see something happening on campus, go check it out, see what it is, and all of that, because it's just easier. So I've already tied in, all of these are from things that I learned basically on my first day, or not learned, but more was like, I should have done this on my first day. So like walking out of my lab class, I was walking side by side with a girl, like we just were in the same steps. I was walking with a girl who was actually at my table in lab, and so then I turned to her and I can't remember what I asked her. I asked her something random. I really don't know. And I was just like, oh, hey, da-da-da. And she was like, oh, yeah, da-da-da. And then we just started talking. And we just started talking about life. I told her about how I'm from California, and like or more, and yada yada. Bunch of craziness. And we just started talking, and then like, you know when you have to split paths? I just nonchalantly didn't let it be known that my car was parked over here and we were walking over this way. I just was like, I'm just gonna go with the flow and make a friend right now. And so we just kept talking, and we ended up like just wandering the campus for like, I don't even know, like 45 minutes, an hour and a half after that, because at first we were just walking, and then we were just talking, and I was like, I'm basically just going where you are now. And she's all like, I'm just walking around, and I was like, okay, we're just doing that together. And so then we ended up going, and then there was something set up, and where, I forget what it was called, something where they were like showcasing like out on in the quad. It's not really a quad, I don't really know what else to call it. It's a big grassy area, and they were showcasing all of that cool stuff, like, oh, this is this club and yada yada yada, and all these cool things, and sororities and fraternities and all that. And yeah, so then we just walked around and looked, and I learned about, we have a lot of the same interests and all of that, and so that's really cool. And so basically I did what was it, number 3, I think. I made friends with a classmate. And number 6, I got involved. So that's my little cool story. Yeah, it was fun. And that's all I have for you. So those are quick tips, college noobs and all. But now I will let you guys know the winner of the SandCloud towel giveaway. Drum roll. The winner is Haze Streaks. You get this awesome towel. I chose you. You're awesome. I've been noticing you're a day 1 subscriber, OG. So this towel is going to go to you. And also I will send you one of the little pink whale tail pins that came with the order as well. So yeah, that's exciting. So follow me on Instagram and DM me where to send your towel. But yeah, so I will catch you guys on the flip side.
Electric nights like fireflies, time is frozen. Velvet skies like lightning vibes, we be floating.
It was just so bad. Well, not blah, blah. So now I feel more not as like shut out or shut in my own world and out of like the college world. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm saying anymore. And that's all I have for you. Okay, that was weird. Why'd I do that?